Hello and welcome to the special little announcement video on the channel. Now of course, about a month ago, I wrapped up my first ever Golf Summer Series season. And while I really did enjoy making the Summer Series, I did learn quite a lot from doing these NR Series. They're not easy to do at all, like I mentioned in that final Summer Series race. But a lot of you guys seem to really enjoy the Summer Series. And all of that hard work and preparation and everything, to me, was worth it at the end of the day. Because I enjoyed making the series, you guys enjoyed watching it, and you guys wanted more. So today, I'm very proud to announce my second ever NR2003 series, the Oreilly Winter Street Stocks. Now, before we get everything, I just want to say a huge credit to our Summer Series champion, Kellen Baker, for coming up with this idea for doing a Street Stock series. I didn't plan this after he won the championship. We actually started planning this like a couple weeks before this Golf Summer Series finale. So yeah, a big shout out for him for coming up with this idea. As well as a big shout out for making this awesome logo. So yeah, let's get into what this series is going to be. So starting off with the mod, we're going to be using the Hobby Stock mod from the Bull Ring. So yes, as the series namesake, we're going to be using street stocks. So basically classic sort of retro style cars you'll see in the next slide. One car per person, obvious there. Choose any number from 0 to 99, and the car make we're going to have this time is a Chevy Monte Carlo, a Ford Granada, which you'll see in the next slide, a Chevy Nova. My brain wants me to say Vega, but it's a Nova. And a sled car, which you'll see in a second, in the next slide or so. Of course, most everything here is very similar to if you're a returning Summer Series driver. All these rules should be very, very similar. Once times to close, they're closed, unless a spot opens up from someone getting kicked out or leaving the server for whatever reason. You can use your real name or alias. Teams can have up to 5 teammates, so if you're a returning Summer Series driver, you want to use the same teams, feel free to go at it. And the driver ratings will be set to 94 this time around. So here we got the cars. We got the Chevy Monte Carlo with the Goodyear tires. Looks really, really cool. The Ford Granada also looks really cool with the whatever brand tires those are. I can't really read it there. Then we got the Chevy Nova, which I was originally thinking just putting the Monte Carlo and calling it, but the Nova actually looks really cool. I do really like the look of the Chevy Nova. And finally, the sled. I'm not really sure if sled's a real manufacturer or not. I'm pretty sure it's just like sort of the generic body they have for the mod, but it looks cool enough, so I decided to put it in the series. So next up, this was kind of important. Up to 1 paint scheme and 2 sponsors per driver. This series, keep one thing in mind about the series, it's not nearly as big as the Summer Series. Since this series is not nearly as big, it's not going to be as many races or whatnot, what's the point of having 2 paint schemes, wasting all the painters' time and everything like that? Be present for at least 1 premiere and or / leave a comment in the race, just like in the Summer Series. AI difficulty is 96% this time around. Of course, respect painters, be patient for your car. You can use the races in your videos, but be sure to credit me. No special paint schemes this time around. We're gonna have holiday races, but no special paint schemes. And what I want for the paint schemes to really kind of be are sort of local, sort of like sponsors that are sort of local, like maybe. Like, for example, a dealership in your area or a restaurant you like in your area. I want to support the small businesses. We kind of need them more than ever now, just whole COVID stuff going on right now. And I think having a series like this is a good way to showcase it. Plus, most real-life street stock races, of course, don't have like multi-billion-dollar corporations sponsoring these cars. They're mostly just sort of smaller companies and businesses, and I do want to support them with that. And also, the paint scheme deadline will be December 20th, so keep that in mind if you're a painter for the series. Next up is the points format. It's going to be the same one we used in the Golf Summer Series, the 2011 and the 2015 Xfinity / Truck points. Drivers are required to join the official Discord server. That'll be linked down below. Of course, you can be fined, removed, / suspended, and whatnot if you break the rules, which aren't really that hard to follow, spoiler alert. And to sign up, you will have to fill out the Google form that'll be linked in the Discord server on the day of signups, which I will reveal during the end of this video. I'm doing this differently than the Summer Series, because the Summer Series, of course, I did YouTube signups. Also kind of a disaster to me because YouTube kept doing the comments for no damn reason. It was just really stupid, so I decided to just do an easier way for just a Google form. I can know reason I like doing the Google form is because I can ask exactly what people want. Like, I don't have to hunt down people to sort of ask what paint scheme, what sponsor, or what manufacturer they want. I would know exactly what they want with the Google form. And also have up to 28 drivers for the series, so a lot smaller, of course, than the Summer Series. And then finally, probably the most exciting part is the schedule. Of course, like I said, this series is a lot smaller than the Summer Series, so we're not going to have as many races. So here we go. The season opener will be on Christmas Day at the Madhouse, Bowman Gray Stadium. That's right, we're doing it. So we're going to have 75 laps and everything like that. That's going to be definitely really cool. way to start the season. I was debating of starting it either the 25th or the 26th. I decided to do a holiday race for the 25th because on Christmas. I did a later starting time than usual. It will start at 7:30 instead of the 7 o'clock for the other races we're going to usually have. Because so to give time for everyone to celebrate Christmas with their families and everything like that. So yeah, Bowman Gray will be our first race on Christmas Day. And plus the holiday races we did for the Summer Series, Daytona and Darlington were some of the more viewed Summer Series races out there. So next up, race number 2 is the Colorado National Speedway on New Year's Day 2021. So that's pretty cool. The track length here is about 0.3 miles. I'm going to go 60 laps, and it's our first day race of the season. And also, as for the race sponsors and everything, we got those all planned, but the logos aren't quite done yet. They will be revealed during a different day, so stay tuned for that. Then we got race number 3 from Stafford Speedway in Stafford Springs, Connecticut. Half-mile long short track, about 55 laps, and it's going to be a night race, which is always pretty cool. This is I tested this track in NR2003. It's actually a really good short track. A lot of good detail put into it. Next up, race number 4 from the Lanier National Speedway. Sort of a homecoming race for me. Another 0.3 mile long track that we're going to race in the daytime. And fun fact about this track actually is outside of Road Atlanta. It's no longer a speedway, so it's more of like a karting complex, dingo-bobble, whatever. But yeah, we're still going to race here. It's going to be pretty cool. Then we go to Wisconsin International Speedway for race number 5 for another half-mile long short track. Going to race under the lights. As you can see, it's a very uniquely shaped short track, kind of similar to Myrtle Beach's shape, if you remember that race from the Summer Series. And speaking of Summer Series, Martinsville Speedway will be for race number 6. So I thought to include at least one Summer Series track on here. I was actually debating between this or Bristol. I ended up choosing Martinsville because there's not another track like Martinsville at all. Like Bristol I love Bristol, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of other half-mile long high bank tracks out there. But there's nothing like Martinsville. There's nothing like Martinsville at all. And it's provided a good race in the Summer Series, so I thought, hey, why not include it in this series as well? And this time going to be under the daylight. It's actually going to be a newer version of Martinsville, like the one we raced in the GSS. And it's going to be under the daylight this time as well. And then we have the race number 7 to the I70 Speedway, right near Kansas City, Missouri. And about 0.4 miles long, 62 laps. And it's also another day race. And as you can see, you got high banks, very similar to Bristol, but the backstretch is very, very unique. So definitely going to provide some interesting racing here. That'll be on February 6th. And finally, race number 8 will be the Oswego Speedway in Oswego, New York. For our biggest track on the schedule, 0.6 miles for 50 laps to decide the championship. That'll be on February 13th, the week of Speed. That'll be the same night as the ARCA race, I believe. I don't really think anyone cares about ARCA, so yeah, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And yeah, as you can see, this track is very, very wide, so potentially lots of grooves of racing. And again, this is another track I tested all these tracks, but this was another short track I really enjoyed testing in the game. And then lastly, of course, are the starting dates for everything. The races will, of course, be pre-recorded and premiere on this channel, just like in the Golf Summer Series. And this is important, the races will be premiered on Saturdays at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, with the exception of race number 1 and 2, which will premiere on Friday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, I still like doing the Saturday races, give me a lot of flexibility and time and stuff like that. And I made the first 2 races at 7:30 because, again, they're holiday races. I want to give time people to celebrate their families and everything like that. So yeah. And the sign-ups will actually be next week, next Sunday, November 15th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll submit the Google form at that time on the Discord. So, like I said, be sure to join that. And the season opener is, of course, on Christmas Day at Bowman Gray Stadium. And, of course, good luck. Good luck to everyone trying to sign up. And if you do sign up, good luck to everyone on the track and everything like that. I do think it's going to be a fun season, a lot less stressful than the Summer Series because there's only 8 races instead of the full 24 we have for the GSS. So, yeah, that's the Oreilly Winter Street Stocks. And like I said, I'm definitely looking forward to starting this series. It's going to be a lot less stressful than the full 24 Summer Series race schedule. And again, a big shout out again to our Summer Series champion, Kellen Baker, for coming up with this idea for me to start the Winter Street Stocks. I had a lot of other concepts planned for a Winter Series, but I eventually, of course, ended up going with the Street Stock route. And also, again, thank you for him to making this logo. And also the race logos that will be revealed during a later day. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this info video. Hope you guys found it helpful and enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys during signups.